So student, this is exercise 6.4. We are starting with question number 5. First to fourth we have done in the previous video. So here we are starting from question number 5, and the question is find the least number which must be added to each of the following numbers so as to get a perfect square. In the previous sum we were trying to what must be subtracted. Now here we are searching what must be added. Okay, now listen. Suppose I am not taking these example. We will start with a small one. Suppose I am saying this is 10. I have taken this example in the previous for subtraction also. 3 3s are 9. What is the remainder? 1. Now the question is, what must be added in this 10 so that it can be divisible by 3? So how can you find it? Because what must be subtracted, then we will subtract remainder. But for addition, what is the approach? So for this one, what you have to do, 3 3s are 9. What is the 3 4s are? 12. It means if it is 12, because after 10, because before 10 we will see the subtracting part. Because if you go before 10, it means you are searching what should be subtracted. But what should be added, it means you are going after 10. So after 10, if you see what it comes after 10, because 3 3s are 9, it already there. If you see 3 4s are, so it means the number which is divisible by 3, that is 3 4s are 12. This 12 is the number, right? So what you will do, you will find the difference between this number and this number. What is the difference? You will say that 12 minus 2, 10 is 2. So it means 2 should be added. It means 2 should be added there. So this is the approach which we are trying to here, because now this 10 when added with this 2, so we will get 12, and 12 is divisible by 3. So what we will do in this particular part, square root. So in square root we will try to do the same thing, but in the square root division form, because square root division is little bit different, right? So now what I will do here, first of all I will find the square root of 525. So it will be pairing. So it is 2 2s are 4, and it is 2, it is 4, 125, right? So can we start with 3? If I put here 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So we are getting 129. So it means we have to do with the 2 only. So it will be 84. So now this is 22 I am taking here. This will be 1. This is 4. It means what is 41 is the remainder here. If question say what should be subtracted, then we will say that 41 should be subtracted. But how will you find that what should be added? Okay. Now suppose if I see this question again, 525 and 2, this one is 4 2 4 2. Okay, in place of 2, suppose I am putting here 3. So what I will get here, 129. Yes, it means at 3 we are getting 129, and we are getting here what, 41 if we are putting 2 here. So it means if this 125 can be a 49. Are you getting my point? Because I want, because for 2 we are getting 84. 84 is a less than this. We want more. If I put here 3, then I have reached to 129. So what is the difference between this one and this one, which we are taking? 4 extra. If we do 4 extra in this 125, then it will reach to 129, and 129 is what? It's totally divisible. It means if it is 129, so I will get 129 and we will get here value, means perfect square. So it means what we will do in these sums, we will go to the next number. We will go to the next number. We will see the not less number, we will see the what is the next number after 125. So if you are taking 3 here, then we are getting 129. So 129 is 4 more than 125. It means this 4 we have to add here, right? This 4 we have to add here because we are searching for the next number, right? Okay, now I am telling you the next one because next one will make you more clear, view. So it will be 525. If I add 4 here, it is 529. So now it will be a, square root of 529 is 23. Clear? Now I am coming to the next one, 1750. Okay, again pairing, 4 4 ja 16, 4 8 150. So I think one time only, one time. If I am taking one time, we are getting less number. If I am taking two time, we are getting next number, next to 150. So it means how much extra this one is? 14, right? So it means this minus 14 should be added here. I hope I have cleared you this one. So minus 14 is added. So 1750 plus 14, it will be 1764, and square root of 1764 will be, because we are taking 2 now, so it means it is 42. Clear? Same we will do with 252. Again 1 1 ja 1, 2 152. So if I will put here 6. If I put here 5, then I am putting 5, so I will get 25. If I am putting here 6, 156. So it means, and this 156 is after 152, next number. So it means it is 156. So how much extra it is? 4. So it means 4 is added. So it is 252 plus 4, it is 256. So square root of 256 is 1 and 6. Right? So it means in addition, whenever we are taking the last step, we have to go, after this number. Generally we take before this number for, square root. But here what should be added? We will see what is the extra number which can make it perfect square. Right? And similarly it is, you can use with 1825 also. Right? Okay. For 1825, I can do that one also. Okay. Suppose it is 1825. Again 4 16, 8, it is 2 2 5. So how much? 3. If I put here 2, I will get here, see, 64. So what I have to do? 3 3 is 9, 3 8 is 24. How much extra? It is 4 and 2, 24 extra. So it means what we have to do? 24 should be added. So it will be 1849. And what is the square root of 1849? It is 4 and it is 3. So 43. Clear? So it means for addition, we will see the next number. So this is all about the addition part. Now, next question is find the length of the side of a square. It is a word problem here. Find the length of the side of a square whose area is 441. Okay. Suppose this is square. Suppose I am saying it is a centimeter, right? A meter. Area is in meter. So A is the side, and area is given 441 meter square. And we will write here. It is very easy. Let side of square be a meter, or you can take x, and area of square equal to 441 meter square. It is the given part, and one we have supposed the side. Now, and suppose I say what is the area of a square generally in terms of side. So I will say that side into side. So what is it? A into A. So here we can say that A into A will be equal to 441, because this is the area, this is the area. So it will be A square equal to 441. So you know very well, this square will shift here, 441. And if you do the, square root So 2 2s are 4. This 2, it is 0. So it will go one time. Right? So what is 21? And you already know the square root of 441 because square root of 21 is 441. So 21 meter. The side of square is 21 meter. So you can do like this. Right. Now question number 7 is in a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle ABC, you can see B is at 90 degree, it is given. So always you have to be very careful. Where is the right angle point? You have to put that point only there. You cannot change the position. Now AB is equal to 6 centimeter, BC is 8, and you have to find AC. So what you will do here? You know very well. We will use Pythagoras theorem. Whenever you have right angle triangle and there are 3 sides and one side you have to find, always you have to apply Pythagoras theorem. No hesitation, right? There is no any doubt in this case, right? So what is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. And what is hypotenuse here? The 90 degree angle and opposite side is called hypotenuse, and this can be a perpendicular and this can be a base. So what I will do here, it is x square, and you can say that AC square. And what is AB? I am putting here AC square. AB is 6 centimeter square, means 6 square I am putting here. Base is 8 square. Now AC square is equal to 36 plus 64. So I think it is 100, and AC, this square will shift here, it will be 10. So AC is equal to what? 10 centimeter, and this is your final answer. Right? And the second part is same. You will get the answer 12 from there. Because 13, 5, and there is one more Pythagorean triplet. We can connect with Pythagorean triplet also, these sums. Now next question is question number 8. A gardener has 1000 plants, right? So total number of plants is equal to 1000, and he wants to plant in such a way that the number of rows means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose I am taking 5 rows for example. So in this case I will put here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants in each row. That is why it will make a square, right? So what I will do here, we have to check, if I put the 1000 plants in such a way, then it should make a square obviously, because if it is a perfect square, and this condition is also telling us number of rows and number of plants are equal, it means they are forming a square, right? So we have to check if they are forming a square. So 1000 is responsible to make a square or not. If 1000 is not a responsible to make a square, then how many plants we have to add to make it a perfect square? So this question I am trying to connect you. This question is saying in different language, what should be added in this 1000 to make it a perfect square? They have just converted this particular sum in this story, right? Number of plants and number of rows are connected with a square, and they are saying this 1000 will complete this condition or not, that we will check. So what we will do here, suppose that the number of plants, let number of plants be x in each row. So number of rows will be x only. So total plants according to us will be x into x, which is x square. Now which we have to check this x square or this 1000 are having the same quality, same property. So now we have to check that 1000 is a perfect square or not. Okay, now 1000, it is not a perfect square. This is the property of a square, right? If there are odd number of zeros, then it can never be a perfect square. So what is the remainder we will check here. First of all, we will make a pair. So it is 3 3s are 9, 3 6 1 0 0. So what we will get here? 1, 61. But what should be added? I have told you, if you want to find what should be added, so what we will take here? In place of 1, we will go to the next part. So what it will be? 124. So how much this one is extra from 100? 24 extra. So it means this 24 should be added. So we will write here 24 plants more should be added to complete number of rows and number of plants in each row equal. So it means now how many plants are here? 1024. Now total number of plants So now number of plants are 1024 now. Now we will check, is it a perfect square? Definitely. 3 3s are 9, 3 3 6 1 2 4. It will be 2 1 2 4. So it means there are how many? 32 rows and 32 plants in each row. When 24 plants will be added by gardener, then you know that gardener can make a square or can complete that condition. Right? Now there are 500 children in a school. For a PT drill, they have to stand in such a manner that the number of rows is equal to number of columns. So how many children would be left out? Now what do you mean by left out? Here we have to see how many children we can subtract. Yeah, how many number of children we can subtract from 500 to make it a perfect square, because we cannot add children here. We have to left out so that we can make a square, make a pattern so that number of rows and number of columns can be equal. Reason is because 500 is not a perfect square. So again we will check here. I am telling you roughly idea because I think you should do this sum yourself. 500, it is 2 2s are 4, this is 4, it is 1, so it is 2 times 84, so then it will be this one 16. So 16 should be subtracted from this. If I subtract 16 from here, so I will get what? 484. And 484 you know very well, it is the square of 22. So it means 16 students we have to left out so that we can make a square. Means number of rows and number of students in each row can be equal. So it means this question was related to subtraction, and plants, gardener question was related to addition of plants. Right? So class, this is all about this exercise. I hope square and square root part is clear to all of you. So thank you so much for watching this video.